What's up with it?
What's the word?
Introduce yourself, let the people know who you is.
It's your boy Hunnadz, goddamn live and direct with views from the arch. You already know what the fuck going on.
Views from the motherfucking arch, man.
Yeah.
What's the word, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, chillin', man. For real, you know.
Most definitely. I see goddamn you working, man. Doing music thing, doing a lot of shit for real.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a slow process, but a steady grind, though.
Yeah, it's just comp chain.
Oh, yeah, you know, some like, you know what I'm saying? Most niggas sign and get a chain, you know what I'm saying? I brand myself, so I can do my own shit, you know.
What's the mini band?
Well, this is my movement, goddamn, is really NT, realizing everybody ain't loyal. Yeah. Then you got Honey Gang, Wise Guy, the movement. You know, that's the AGWGM stands for. Yeah, man, it's just some shit within myself, you know. Yeah. Straight up, ain't no deep meaning behind it, just shit. It is what it is.
Say wise guy, where you that wise guy from? Shit.
I was raised by old folk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, most definitely. So that made me wise as hell, you know. So that I kind of incorporated that in that too.
Yeah, you a lot of weird, like them old, you see, got old soul shit.
I swear that's what it is, man.
Yeah, well, definitely shit. Like grandpa, let's talk about him for a little minute, just shit. Like, how was he growing up? Like you said, how like the influence, how was that?
Grandpa was a cool dude, shit. I mean, it used to be what, me, you, John, Steve, and we go to motherfucker like probably the other weekend or something. We was younger, chill with them. But like younger, we ain't know him as like what he molded us into. You know what I'm saying? Just like all playing and shit. But as we got older, he started turning us into young men. You know what I'm saying? So like the shit we was doing back then, playing with trucks and shit. Once we started getting older, we was in like hall pens and shit. So shit was different, you know. But overall, I mean, he taught us how to be young men. You know what I'm saying? He instilled that knowledge like a motherfucker and showed us how to be hard working man. Like whatever you want, you go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't had no job. You know what I'm saying? He was a hustler. So
doing this thing.
Yeah, most definitely. But he was an old school hustler. Like he a dude scrapping shit. He had hall pens. You know what I'm saying? He could go shoot a hog, take them over to the packing house. You know what I'm saying? They clean them out. Goddamn, now he got a freezer full of that shit. He could sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was a hustler though. I'm talking about whatever he touched, he a hustler and shit.
I heard you talk about that on that Perception, on the Hollow Be That Name.
Yeah.
I heard you talk about that.
Yeah, that was like the last little project I dropped and shit. Yeah, I had a lot to say on that motherfucker.
Yeah. That song stuck out to me just why it kind of spoke about your grandfather. Like your father. Like how was their relationship growing up?
In the song, it say daddy wasn't no daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't meet my daddy till I was about 16 for real. Like actually got to have that one-on-one with him. That's because I was older. You know, but growing up, it was my sister daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's when I said the song. He turned around, and got railroaded in the system.
Yeah.
You know, so that was like my little life. I ain't had my biological daddy wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
You know, but after 16, I went by this, you honor thy mother and thy father, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up linking back up with him and shit. We locked in all the way until, you know what I'm saying? He ended up dying and shit, so, but yeah.
Sorry, I feel lost, man.
That's all good, man. You know, that's life.
Yeah. Like, how did that affect you as a young man, not having your father around? Like, where did you get that from? I know you spoke about your grandfather, but did you have like any other, from like most people, they kind of like turn towards like the streets?
I had my little sister daddy, but that was only for a short period of time, you know what I'm saying? But I had like, we got all women in our family, so it's like, it's his mama, my auntie that just died, and then my mama. So like, them was the men, you know what I'm saying? Like they was the mother and the father type of, you know? So like, yeah, shit, I wasn't affected all the way, cause like my grandpa kind of felt that void, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I ain't really, you know.
He showed you the ropes, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He did the best he could, shit, you know. So I mean, it ain't really affect me like it would do the average kid, you know what I'm saying? I was raised around the street, so that was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't use that as an excuse. Oh, I ain't got no daddy, goddamn me, let me, you know.
Even with yourself now, you have, what, 2 young boys yourself?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you probably more like you trying to correct, not lead, but repeat that pattern.
Yeah, most definitely. Do
you trying to step up.
Yeah. Like it's a difference between a daddy and a father. You know?
Uh-huh.
So I be trying to be on that father shit. For real.
Most definitely, shit. I feel you need more brothers like you out here, stepping up to the plate, handling their responsibility as a man.
Yeah.
See, as a father, it's different between the daddy and the father. Shit, has the responsibility as a father. Shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
I know, shit. Like you was, I guess probably I don't know. So you probably just speak on a little more, but you had I guess it's like trouble with the mother or something. But I know you was having some issues with the mother. I don't know if it's both sons or
it was the first one.
Okay.
So I was just kind of sum it up. I mean, as black men we go through shit with our DMs, but I just took a step that a lot of young dudes wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting full custody of my son due to shit that she was, on and how life was going. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing that, and it wasn't to really brag or talk down on it. Like my music, bro, I speak on what I'm going through, what I seen, what I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of this shit fake. So it's that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of talking like this, something that just happened, and boom, I'm past that. But yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing, too hard for a G. You know what I'm saying? One shit. Just how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Usually it's my relief, so I was just talking about it. Nothing major, man. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I commend you for that shit. Just even taking that, say most niggas, they don't really take that step. Like, man, it's my child, get it. It's my baby. Me get them, goddamn, shit ain't looking too good on the other end. You got, like I say, you stepping up, man. I respect it. That's a real man right there. Shit. That's real man. Like shit, just even like you saying, you being your own boss, got your own, your own brand, shit. Goddamn, like what are the investment as far as that you trying to leave behind or start for your children? I know you spoke about stocks and shit like that. You thought about real estate?
Yeah, that's what me and my partners be on now. We be looking at little houses to renovate and shit. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying, probably flip some cars and shit. Before this music, I don't want to leave this to my kids, This ain't the industry, worse than in the street, Yeah. So this shit this just some shit for right now, you know what I'm saying? Music, that's neat. But for my kids, they gonna have a whole different type of life, you know what I'm saying? I want to send them to college and shit that I ain't do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't go to college for long. I went, goddamn, to a community college, but anybody can do that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get to go to Harvard or none of that shit, So, yeah, I want to just at least try to do some shit that I know I ain't do or had the opportunity to do, But the music shit, this shit be left to them, they deserve more than this shit. This ain't shit.
It's some investments and shit like that shit. You even had your own, how the fuck you get your own relo?
Oh, man, that shit, that's early when I first started rapping, bro. I used to have a Twitter. I don't even be on Twitter no more, but it's a good ass business spot. You know what I'm saying? Twitter's where it's at. A dude ended up inboxing me how you be promoting your music and shit. And we had a long talk. He ended up sending me his number. I called him, and he was like, "Well, I got different ways to kind of help you promote your brand." And man, he just laid it on the table, all the shit that he had. And I'm like, the lighter's cool, because that's what you're trying to give me the lean. So the lighter, I'm like, that's cool, but shit, you got something a little more, in my field, some cigars or something. Yeah, straight from the farm, ooh, wow. I'm like, all right. So he ended up sending me a picture of it, and shit. It was a natural wrap. The leaf was this damn long, but it's rolled up on a little stick,
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I do that. I end up making an investment to that shit. They send me a buckload of them motherfuckers. And when I have shows, I just pass them out, you know what I'm saying? Because you can scan it and it'll take you to my first CD and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Excuse me. So that's kind of
marketing.
Yeah. That's all that was. I couldn't really put them in stores because I was going to have to do the little tobacco license and all that shit. I wasn't trying to do all that. Then I got to worry about breaking them off, goddamn me, you know what I'm saying, a little portion because I got them in their store. I went on none of that, you know what I'm saying? It was just strictly for promotion. And,
Definitely. Like I say, you working, man. You working, man. Nothing wrong with this. Like you say, being your own boss, man. That's especially during these times with the corona and all that shit, man. Jobs cutting, motherfuckers. You gotta, you know what I mean? can't depend on no job, the government, none of that shit. You gotta get your own type of hustle,
Oh,
man.
nah, man, you better have something. Selling lashes.
Something, man. These man, the women, they winning, man.
Hey, the women got it gone.
You hear me?
Feet, hands,
All that.
lashes, phone case.
Wigs, you hear me?
You hear me? What
They
they
got
doing coming for lace front?
lace
shit.
front on
Yeah,
them.
they don't know all that. You know, but I mean, it's a hustle though.
Yeah.
You know, shit. In school, I used to sell milk cards and I used to draw tattoos on motherfuckers for money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't always got to be out trapped out. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Do something, shit.
Man, make that shit count. You know.